This person says, the political parties never switched, Tom, no matter what you think. Democrats are the party of slavery, Jim Crow laws, DEI, etc. Yes, you're correct that the Democrats are the party of all of that stuff. You're incorrect about the party switch. You're correct that Democrats were the ones that owned slaves. You're correct that the Democrats are the ones that seceded from the Union. You're correct in that Democrats are the ones behind Jim Crow, and you're correct that Democrats are the ones that want DEI. You're correct on all of that. The party's not switching. That's where you're incorrect, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you not only from a standpoint of mentality and philosophy and policy, but I'm going to prove it to you from a standpoint of geography, right? Let's do the geographical one first. The political map at the time of slavery was one that had the Democrats firmly entrenched in power across the southern states: Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Texas, Alabama, Missouri, Kentucky, all of South Carolina. All of those southern states were dominated by Democratic elected officials, and all of the northern states were dominated by Republican elected officials. Is that the case today? Are the southern states dominated by democratically elected officials? And are the northern states dominated by Republican elected officials? No, they're not. You know that's not the case, right? You know that Texas and Missouri and Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi and South Carolina and Kentucky and Florida and all of those places are dominated by Republicans. So from a geographical standpoint, you can already see that the parties, at a minimum, switch geography. Democrats ruled the southern states from an elected standpoint. Republicans ruled the northern states. That's no longer the case. Let's move on to policy. If the Democrats are still the party that wants slavery, if they're still the party of racism and oppressing black people and wanting slaves, a few questions, if I may. Why doesn't the Klan support them? The Klan is open about who it supports, and it's very open about its support of Donald Trump. Former Klan leaders like David Duke are very open about who they support, and they don't support any Democrats. They support Trump and Republican elected officials. Why would they support Republicans if Democrats are the ones that hold their ideology? Let's take it a step further. Is it Democrats or Republicans that want statues of slaveholding people, slaveholding men taken down? It's Democrats. Republicans are the ones that are fighting to keep those up. And don't give me any bullshit about erasing history. There isn't a single statue of Hitler anywhere in the United States of America, yet you know who he is because we have the ability to teach history. We don't have to have monuments to people that we don't like in the town square. Furthermore, it is Republicans, MAGA, far-right Republicans, that when those statues are coming down, stand there and protest and say, this is my heritage. If that's your heritage, then how can it be one of a democratic ownership? If you guys are the ones that are claiming the heritage. Which side of the political aisle? The Democrats? Sorry for that whistle there. The Democrats or the Republicans wave the Confederate flag? You would think it would be the Democrats if that's where they still stood and the parties never switched ideologies. Which party wants to expand voting locations in communities of color and expand voting places and expand voting hours, and which party wants to limit those? Which party is in favor of reparations? Which party isn't? Yes, the parties did switch ideologies. Unless you're telling me that you guys are the ones that now want those statues down. You guys are the ones that aren't in favor of the Confederate flag flying. You guys want reparations. You guys want to expand polling locations and hours in communities of color. It's you guys that want all of these things, and that the Klan is all of a sudden supporting Democrats. None of the actual facts in reality match up to what you're saying. The parties definitely did switch. We owned the slaves. We seceded because we, meaning Democrats, were once conservatives. All of these are conservative ideals, which is why they're now part of your party. Now back to the Klan meeting with you.